Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome. How are you? I hope you're doing all right. You may recall last night I talked to you about how Vorlon Scout, thank you very much for the resub. Now for 34 months. Thank you. Enjoy. You may recall yesterday I was talking about how DHL sent me a bunch of emails asking me to do my brokerage clearing, and they were trying to charge me $101 for duty and clearance. So I got that dealt with today. You know how much it actually cost me to do the self-clearing? The answer is $31. Self-clearing saved me $70. No, I don't have the clock yet. The clock is still to be delivered, but they should release it tomorrow, and it'll deliver on Friday. I mean, yeah, still $31 is still too much. I agree. But saving $70 in brokerage is pretty good. And I can always, I can either have the clock or I can sell the clock, one way or the other. But at least I didn't have to pay DHL extra brokerage. How about that PlayStation Plus lineup? Yeah, so I don't care that much, but it is the case that Sony added not just Legend of Dragoon, but also Horizon Forbidden West to PlayStation Plus. So it's all me. I did that. Safety says, I'm actually quite happy. Yeah, now you can relive the Legend of Dragoon of your memory. I know. The worst part is that it had quick save and rewind. So I could have like saved myself a bunch of trauma. Oh, they put Superstar Saga. Kirby's Superstar Saga? What is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga? Is that what it is? Mario and Luigi. That's right. Anyhow, I am cursed. Would I not play the OG version of Superstar Saga because brainworms? I own the OG version of Superstar Saga and a system by which I could play it. There's no brainworm issue here. I could just play the original. I have an analog pocket with the HDMI dock. Oh, you mean Legend of Dragoon. I mean, I did play Legend of Dragoon, and it was very bad, and I'm not going to play it again. Play Bloodborne? I don't want to play Bloodborne. It was a bad game when it came out, and it's only going to be worse now. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Not Bloodborne. You know what game I was thinking? You know what game I was thinking of? I was not thinking of Bloodborne. I was thinking you meant Blood Rain. You want me to play Blood Rain? Oh, wow. Sorry. I will play Bloodborne eventually. It's next in the list of Soulsborne games. We're going to play Bloodborne, like, soonish. But no, I thought you meant Blood Rain. I mean, yes, I was being a shit. I was just trolling. But I misunderstood. I mean, it was not a very good game, but I was mostly just trolling, but I fully had the wrong game in mind. Was Blood Rain the start of Mila Jovovich's action career? I am pretty sure that Blood Rain came after Resident Evil. Oh, also it wasn't Mila Jovovich? Okay. It actually says quite a lot, I think, about the games that they tried to adapt into video games during the 2000s, about what they thought that audience liked. Although, to be fair, it probably had a lot to do with the rights being cheap. Can somebody check and see if my apartment has a gas leak? I'm fairly confident it doesn't have a gas leak, but Meg and I did hotbox ourselves with isopropyl alcohol earlier this week. Because she doesn't want to come into the pen. Meg is now threatening Maple by saying, I guess I'm just going to have to eat this beef liver myself. Huh? That's a hollow threat if ever I've heard one. She probably wants bedtime, but I've oh yeah, the ones that had been renovating for the last several months. Yeah. Look at this perfect dog. Isn't she good? Just sitting there getting treats. Isn't she good? She is very good. She's like, no, I don't want to go to bed. Oh, maybe a little go to bed. Shutting herself in or out? Ah! But she did try? Oh, the poor thing. Now she's going to have more crate-related trauma. Maple apparently walked into the bedroom and up to her crate to get in and have a nap. And the edge of her cone caught the door and slammed the door in her face. We haven't seen Maple just wander into her crate to hang out because we don't give her unrestricted access to the bedroom. So she doesn't have unrestricted access to her crate. We have to like take her into the bedroom and send her to bed in order to have her go to the crate, which she occasionally will resist. Sometimes she just throws a hissy fit and is like, no, I don't want to go to bed. She did that to me last night, actually. I walked in to put her to bed at midnight after having taken her out for a pee, and she just started savaging me. Like, no! I want to play. I don't want to go to bed. I want to play. I don't want to go to bed. I want to play. I don't want to go to bed. Will she ever have her crate out? Well, like, when she's an adult and she no longer has to have the playpen, she'll be able to come and go around the house as she pleases. So, yes, then she will have unrestricted access to the bedroom and can just go to bed when she wants. But right now, her movement is monitored because we can't trust her alone anywhere. We just have to wait for her to stop being a baby. Once she's trustworthy, she can have free reign. She can have blood reign. Adults is usually around 18 months. Goldens sort of mellow out around 2 years, typically. That's sort of the threshold. After they're 2, they mellow out quite a bit. Okay, do I owe a joke? I think I owe a joke. I do owe a joke. How does a person get better at singing in groups? It's a talent that must be acquired. We're just in a standoff now. I'm just staring at chat, and you're all just sitting there in silence thinking about the joke I just told. All right, I don't have anything else to talk about tonight. So, I think we're just moving on. I don't know. I need to get Megan here to bait chat into subscribing a horrific number of times somehow. Trade? Oh, okay. All right, you can take over. The objective is to get to 350 subs without destroying any of my property, please.
All right, chat, what are we going to cut in half? I have a bank statement here. I have, tax documents from Matt's bank. We are not going to cut Maple in half. What? No. I mean, no. She's had enough of a day today. Oh, we could change his desktop background. Yeah, things have to be replaceable. We could game the drink poll. Oh, people have already voted on it. Um. Hmm. Hmm. What else could we do? I think actually I got the better end of the stick here because Matt is now fighting with Maple to get her into her crate. So that's yikes. We could talk about cats. What else do we have? Oh, a t-shirt cannon for the Gundams. I don't think. No, we can't do that. Oh. Okay, Zafty suggests cracking. Let me actually just read through chat here. So Zafty suggested cracking a geode, but doubts that I actually have any uncracked geodes. Actually, do have an uncracked geode. I found it in a parking lot. I don't want to cut it. Like, I don't want to smash it because then it just turns into like a million pieces. I want to get like a rock saw and actually like slice it so it's nice. But don't have a rock saw yet. Oh, hello, Matt.
Hi, Meg.
You did it.
Did.
Yay, the puppy's asleep. The puppy's asleep. No, not like one of the chain rock saw things. I want like a big spinny diamond blade saw that and then yeah, makes a nice smooth edge. Yeah. One day when we have a garage. One day when we live in an apartment building that has like a tool area. Yeah, that. Do you want me to swap back? Let's swap back. I have ice cream to eat.
I can't help it.
Oh, are you firing me for my unpaid job, Matt? Because I haven't achieved your inane subscriber goals?
Financially from my subscriber goals.
Oh, Matt, tell me how I benefit financially from your subscriber goals.
By being retained in the style of life to which I'm accustomed.
By being retained in the style of life to which I have become accustomed.
Am I wrong?
Oh no. Oh god. I will let you know that I have cut something in your office in half. And you can find out what it is.
What did you cut it in half with?
It's for me to know and you to find out.
You're a monster. Get out.
Shh, don't tell him, chat. Don't tell him.
Hello again, everybody. How are you? How are you? The Hellion was fine. She chewed on one of my slippers a bit, but I did manage to get her to go to bed. Oh, my leg is itchy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the spot. Whew. All right. Here you will find my phone. Here you will find my phone cable. Everyone, please brace your ear holes. Snappy. Snappy. It's not Meg's phone cable, it's my phone cable now. It became my phone cable when Meg cut my phone cable in half. It's the P. Johnston honorary phone cable? No, it's the P. Johnston memorial phone cable. Thank you very much. Twitch TV Strength says, what the hell? I miss one waffle and maples in a cone and there's a new cable. That's what you get. You miss one waffle and you get left behind by the deep Wiggins channel lore. If I'm good tonight, I can get my chocobo? All right. All right. Anyhow, Garson, can I have a drum roll, please? It's a delicious and nutritious Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the rainbow. Pardon me. DR Fox, thank you very much for the resub now for 34 months. Look at my dope hat. I'm the Hamburglar. One day I will crack a Coke can and then drink from a pre-opened can of rum and Coke. I feel like a Zandai would hunt me down and murder me. Go away, Windows I don't care about. Alright, we have to go to the Waking Sands in Vesper Bay. Does anybody remember where Vesper Bay is? Western, we go to Horizon and then take a left. And now Jibcat has redeemed another joke. So now you get another joke. Oh no! This one's gonna get me in trouble, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. Did you know that I'm dating an Italian bricklayer? It's a meant to be. I thought you'd all enjoy that one. It's probably for the best that Orlanti is not here to get angry at me, but... Whee! Whee! Moonlight Sylvan. Hop. Hop. Let you know if I get bored walking somewhere. All right. I'm going to arrive in Vesper Bay and find Pywo already here, aren't I? Hello, Tataru. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above, to quench my thirst for you. Troll-a-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo. Ah! I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now please, be advised that this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Here at the Behest of Thancred. My sincerest apologies. May I have your name? Uwu-Zela, Vuvu-Zela. Uwu-Zela, Vuvu-Zela. Ah, here you are. I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. Scion of the Seventh Dawn. I take it you are Uwu-Zela. Vuvu-Zela. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minophilia. Lady Minophilia has eagerly awaited your coming. With a name like that, I bet she has. This way, if you please. What? Don't give me that.
So you are the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minophilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming.
Hey, it's that guy. I know that guy.
Please.
This
be
guy.
at ease. You are among friends here.
I recall he sounds like a douche.
no doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent.
Okay.
This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us.
The talent of punching things really hard.
Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
No, but most of my enemies have.
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events.
Then I can't very well interact with them, can I?
For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo.
The Echo!
With that established, let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent.
Mm-hmm.
Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you let us aid you, or that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you, I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Please keep it safe. All right, hiring a retainer. Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players to carry out such tasks as storing excess Gillen gear or selling unwanted items on the market. They may also be sent afield on ventures. A contract of service can be drafted by Fridweeb. A contract of service can be drafted by Frydweeb in Limsa Lominsa, Parnell in Gridania, and Chachabi in Ulda, Prunilla in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kugane. Okay, I'm not talking to you until I get to hear your voice. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat that they pose. I know not it is what you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Uzela. I will go whither the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order.
Okay.
Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells?
No.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons.
Archons, got it.
Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Thank you. I've been eating a lot of pineapple.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ulda. jewel of the desert.
Welcome to the team. I never doubted that you'd come.
Oh, my mind is just in the gutter tonight.
If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Yashtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend.
Oh, it is
I'm glad of
Balthier.
our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that
Tataru?
everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
All right, I wasn't far off on Tataru.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye,
Baldessian.
my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo.
Okay.
But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
Uh-huh.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day.
Uh-huh.
However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Well, that sounds bad. Why do you believe this? What
Aye,
evidence do you
the
have?
evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifreet. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
That seems like an awful lot of responsibility for a new recruit.
You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
I gather this is Thancred is a meme, since every time Thancred appears on screen, people say this is Thancred. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any other discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on the caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled their security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. We're taking the Hobbit to Isambard! Oh, it became nighttime outside. Hello, Choco Keep. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? Hire a Chocobo Porter. Oh, I don't want either of those places. Nothing. Teleport. Uh-oh, now I need to remember where Isambard is. Eastern Thanalan. The teleport log literally said Camp Drybone. Anyhow, we're taking the Hobbit to Isambard. I'm Isambard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amal Jah. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amal Jah culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amal Jah hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects for the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the dead before the mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amal Jah still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the Eastern Road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amal Jah seek in this area. Tatusi. Are you come to grieve, sir? Have you lost someone dear?
I see. Simply another fair adventurer come to our outpost. Well, in that case, I have an adventure for you. What say you make for the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin from some Myotragus nannies? We're tending to a wounded man at the inn who is close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy Myotragus sirloins for what might be his last meal. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zazoru at the inn.
5 steaks for his final meal?
Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, it just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels. 7 of the beasts. The bloody things have nearly overrun the area to the southeast of here. They attack the locals' livestock. Aught that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy.
Rude. Very rude. Hey, I'm still aware of how overleveled I am. That's not going to stop me, but I'm aware of it. We're in a zone. We have to cruise around the zone for a bit, so I may as well do the jobs that are here. This is how I ensure that my reputation remains unbesmirched in the land of Eorzea. By helping all who need help. Ooh, hello, my Otrigus nanny. No! That was my cow. You bastard. How dare you murder that cow that I was about to murder? All right, what awaits us here? A Choco Keep. Hi, Choco Keep.
Well met, traveler. Might I interest you into Chocobo Porter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location at any time in the future.
Lululo.
I thought miners were hard and rugged souls. I had no idea they could be so craven. You look like someone who can handle himself. Care to kill some pests for a Lalafellin lady? I'm supposed to be leading a dig among the ruins east of here for mithril deposits, but once the miners I hired saw the vandalous imps in the area, they all turned tail and fled. Slay some of the bloody buggers for me, would you? 4 dead imps should keep the others away and put the miners' minds at ease.
Oh. Hi, Pywo. Nicely done. Did you enjoy killing yourself? I hope so. Oh, I totally missed the place I was supposed to go. Whoops. Well. I did not intentionally run past the area I was meant to be looking for. Woo! Imps! Vandalous imp. One imp. Two imps. Three imps. Four imps. And now I have to go back. Capital punishment seems harsh for vandalism? Listen, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Your adventures never cease to prove your worth. Now I can get those cowardly miners back to doing the only thing they're good for, digging. The mithril veins are still no more than rumors, but if every miner flees at the slightest sign of danger, we'll never know for sure. I may need to hire you on a regular basis to cull those bloody imps. I fear it will be quite a while yet before any proper mining can be done.
Uh-oh, she has another quest.
It seems the 12 are intent on plaguing me all my days. Before with imps, and now with earth sprites. I ordered a haul of digging tools from a merchant to the north. He was headed down from the Black Shroud when the earth sprites overtook him. Luckily, he was able to escape to Camp Drybone with his life. I need you to make that road safe, friend. Put down 3 of these earth sprites to keep the others at bay and the minds of any traveling and ease the minds of any traveling merchants. Once the deed is done, find the merchant Remaraki at Camp Drybone and tell him to bring his haul the rest of the way here.
There we go. Surely this will clear the path. Shiny. That is actually quite pretty. Alrighty, we'll head on over to these other quest markers. Killing things along the way. Like this earth sprite. Eat it, earth sprite. Are any of you... No! God damn it! Don't you do it. Don't you do... Uh-oh. I pulled both of them. We're fine. All right, that's all my sirloins dealt with. Now we've got some earth sprites. Okay, what's over here? Go shoe.
We have been dispatched by the Order of Naldthal to conduct a thorough investigation of these ruins. We have only begun to scratch the surface, yet it is already clear that they house countless untold secrets from the age of Balladia. Secrets which will remain hidden forever if something is not done about those accursed buzzards. Ever since they began nesting across the chasm, we have spent more hours wiping their droppings off our tomes than doing research of any sort. I ask you to eradicate the entire species. The buzzard is a clever bird. Slay 4 or so, and I suspect the rest of the flock will find somewhere else to roost.
Do not look down, Claudian. You must not. You will not. You cannot look. Ah! By the 12, my good man, you frightened me half to death. But you must forgive me. I've been a bit restless of late. What with those winged nightmares swooping in from every which direction, pecking and poking and pricking at me. I might as well pack up my instruments and go home, as I won't be getting an ounce of research done. If, however, a kind adventurer like yourself were to use these scarecrows to drive the birds away, that would be another story. What do you say? Oh yes, right now we are in full-on bear-ass territory. No question. Somewhat intentionally. Helm Heart? He's got more like a helm head, really. You, yes, adventurer. I need you to fetch 3 bottles of Furple blood, and do so with all haste. Where to find Furple blood, you ask? Why, from Furbles, of course. Now hurry! This is a matter of life and death. Hair club for here? Oh no. All right, there's one. The other 3 destinations are below me. Where? Now let me jump! Aww. How does one even get down there? Oh, using the stairs. Okay. That's considerably less fun than skydiving. Aw, it's a little tiny black mage. That's cute. Not as cute as my puppy, but still cute. The whale is an 8-person mount? Huh. Neat. Oh, that's you? Ah! Okay, time to murder some buzzards. Buzz off, as it were. You don't have to move out of the target area if you kill the thing before the spell goes off. That's how we mitigate damage in this household. I don't know what you're talking about, greed. No greed. It's called strategy. Oh, look at these adorable little assholes. Let's turn them into a purple paste. Listen, Furball, I don't know why you're fighting so hard. I'm fairly confident that I need your blood more than you do. All right, we're just going back. Can't you just use a syringe or something? That's way too precise.
Well, have you brought the furball blood I asked for? If so, then hand it over, and quickly now. At long last, my friend, you're a godsend. Now, how did it go? Ah, yes, stir twice, a dash of spittle, shake thrice more, and voila! Well, what are you waiting for, friend? Grab yourself a dollop and start spreading. My scalp cries out for succor. Oh, and do try not to miss a spot. Ooh. Ah. My, that tingles. Why, I can already feel my pores opening. In no time at all, I'll have flowing locks of foam long. I can't thank you enough, friend. With the sun beating down the way it does. In these parts, a bald pate is potentially fatal affliction. Do not look. Oh, you've seen to the birds, have you? Splendid work, friend. Now to head back down and return to my research. Worry not. I'll be along any moment now. Be on your way.
Ooh, upgrade.
Greetings. Thanks to you, friend, my research has finally gotten off the ground. So many discoveries to be made and ancient wonders to be restored. And yet I only have these two hands with which to do my work. If only I could convince the Order of the potential significance of my work, perhaps they would be willing to dispatch aid. I have here a report of my findings thus far. Might you be so kind as to deliver it to Kyozo at Thal's Respite?
At Thal's Respite.
Free of savage peckings and buzzard droppings at last. I cannot thank you enough, friend. When I make my next historic discovery, you may take pride in knowing that you helped make it possible.
Ooh, more upgrades. Aw, yeah. Oh, the green stout match! Worst day ever. All right, onward to Thal's Respite. At this point, I'm just making decisions. At this point, I'm just making decisions in a way that causes Pywo pain. You just tapped out to play magic until I do something relevant? Rude. Listen, I'm fairly confident that if you out there in Viewerland aren't actively in pain or aggravation, that serves to weaken my brand.
Welcome, adventurer. May you find respite from your hardships. Bring a report from Claudian of Highbridge. A most welcome surprise indeed. I was prepared to wait months before that young one made any significant progress. What's this? The ruins date back to the later Belladian era, and house the final resting place of Lalafuto IV himself. The historical implications of this research are beyond anything the Order had imagined. I must arrange for additional researchers and supplies to be sent to Highbridge immediately. Adventurers, merchants, travelers, Thal's Respite is always open to those who seek a momentary reprieve from the hardships of the road. In the past, we welcomed countless multitudes through these doors. Sadly, the growing presence of hostile beast tribes and savage creatures now deters many from making the pilgrimage. A shame, is it not? Perhaps you could come to our aid. The most fearsome of the local fauna is the axebeak. Were you to thin the flock, say by 4 birds or so, I do believe these halls would be far more approachable.
Axebeak. Axebeak the First. I have to be careful how I say Axebeak, because if I slur it too much, it sounds like Assbeak. And you never go ass to beak. No, my first opinion of Papalimo was that he sounds like a douche, not a dick. Thank you very much. Those are distinct insults. All right. The axe beaks are dead. Long live the axe beaks. Red Wine is the name of that person.
My adventuring friend, a traveling merchant and his family, just walked through our doors not moments ago. Each encounter is a blessing that would not have come to pass had those fearsome fowl continued to run rampant outside our halls. For this, I thank you.
Another quest?
I am loath to trouble you again, but you have proven yourself a friend to the Order. I have an urgent missive to be delivered to Hihibaru of Highbridge. Or, to be precise, a petition. The Order would entreat Highwind Skyways to establish regular flights between Highbridge and Ul'dah. Such flights would greatly ease the travels of pilgrims to Thal's Respite, not to mention stimulate commerce in the area. It is for the latter reason that we believe Hihibaru and his fellow merchants will lend us their support. Go now, and may the traders watch over you. May the traders watch over your journey.
Just watch over, not pitch in to help or anything like that. Whee! Welcome to the never-ending quest treadmill that is, I will clear the entire area before progressing the MSQ. I mean, in fairness, I don't necessarily mean to clear the entire area before progressing the MSQ. It just happens that there's a loop of quests that are sort of along the way towards progressing the MSQ, and I'm trying to get those done along the way. I don't know. This is very definitely WoW-style questing, where you get all the quests in a hub and then do a loop.
A message from Sister Kyokozo. Kyokyozo? Whatever business could the Order have with a common trader like me? Well, I'll be. A petition for regular airship service between Highbridge and Ul'dah. Ha! The idea is so bloody brilliant, I'm right ashamed not to have thought it up myself. Business would simply go through the roof. I'll add my signature and deliver it to Highwind Skyways right away. Now, if only someone would deal with those bloody Kikwirin, Highbridge would be a trader's paradise.
No additional quest marker. All right. Dusty mongrels, clap, 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 clap. Oh, these are only level 15. Easy peasy. You don't scare me. another. And I think one more? One more. All right, let's go find some ripe corpses. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry, were these your corpses? They didn't look like your corpses. I didn't see your name on them. Right, so my setting a time limit on how much I'm playing isn't necessarily implying that I'm never going to play the game again after the dedicated month. It's just what I'm playing for this month. Oh, Magitek armor. Neat. Is that guy's name Icum? Oh, hello, Pywo. Ariel.
Wanna be where the people are. Be welcome to the Church of Saint Adama Landama. I am Sister Ariel. I gather you are on no pilgrimage. You look to be an adventurer. If so, might I impose on you to help tend the lich yard while you are here with us? The graves here far outnumber we who keep them. Alone, we cannot possibly do all that needs to be done. Would you see to gathering up the old offerings currently lying about outside? I made a note of at least 6 during my last rounds through the yard.
Look at the description of the corpses in my bag. Where are the corpses in my bag? Ripe corpse. This poor soul appears to have been ravaged by an enamel jaw before sitting to rot for several turns of the sun. Gross!
You have troubled yourself to come all this way. I wonder if I might not trouble you a bit further. As you well know, we keep a lich yard here. The scent of death's decay draws blowfly swarms, which are as unclean as they are unwelcome. Slay 5 of these pestilent swarms, and the church will be in your debt.
Swarm! Collect an offering. Whoops. Yes, go punch flies somehow. I'm just that good. That's really what it comes down to. Punch anything hard enough and it dies. Oh, well that's rude. Offering. Offering. Blowflies. Dang, some of my abilities hit real hard. Apparently I'm like competing with 2 other people for quest items here.
Were you able to gather the old offerings?
Yes, I was.
Thank you. Would there were not else to be done. I must see to collecting the weathered vases, urns, and ewers before long. The dead sleep soundest in a tidy grave. I have no shortage of work to offer, should you care to take it. Speak to me again whensoever you feel so compelled.
Maybe you should do your own job instead of standing here all day.
So, you wish to honor the dead once more? Excellent. Make offerings of these Nymea lilies at some of the simpler graves in the lich yard. The poor souls died alone, you see, with no one left to grieve for them. There are 5 such graves scattered about the lich yard that I would have you tend to. And remember, friend, mind your surroundings and pay the proper respect with each bundle of lilies. You're all they have.
Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread their pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would need to mourn the morning. For the time being, at least, the grieving can pray in peace for their dead to cross over safely. Thank you.
Edward! You're one of them venturer folk, ain't ya? I'd be much obliged for a little help. I'd like to make a tombstone for my kid sister what passed, you see, but I ain't got the gil to get it done. I hear there's nice rocks for the taking a ways from here, but I ain't old enough to fend off no wild beasts or such. Was hoping for a bit of cloud marble. She really would have liked that. Crops right up out of the ground east of here, they say. If you could find a bit and see it to Brother Esmore, me and my sis would be appreciative.
Something. Would like that. That's a squirrel. Where are the remaining simple graves? There we go. One more. Show me a simple grave. No simple graves. I would like to purchase one simple grave, please. Anyone? There it is. All right, let's go get that rock. How is it the chat came to be talking about Final Fantasy XIII? Hasn't that game hurt us enough? Uh-oh. Hostile presences. All right, back to church.
Once more, you have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In days gone by, the Lich Yard was a small, humble plot, but that all changed after the calamity. The dead grew in number, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple, despite its size. Of course, it's that self-same simplicity that keeps it from becoming more of a priority for the Order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot charge the poor to bury or be buried. Yet that does not stop the many who come calling to see their dead put to rest here. Those few of us who tend the yard haven't the time to see to the offerings our piety demands. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray the sweet fragrance you delivered grant some modicum of relief from their lonely solitude, even if for a short while.
I'm pretty sure they're dead.
Have you business here again, friend? Cloud marble to make into a tombstone for Eduard's sister? That boy is nothing if not trouble. It was all I could do to convince him not to go looking for a stone on his own. Still, I suppose it cannot be helped, and losing a loved one is never easy. Thank you for your part in this. I will see the marble is used as
Edward wishes.
Gods, you venturers sure are kind folk. Now all I need is coin for the funeral. I'm gonna stay on here at the church for a bit and help out. Wouldn't be right to leave everything up to someone else. It'll mean more to my sister if I can do what I can on my own. Brother Esmore and sister Ariel are good folk too. They say I don't need Gil to bury my sister here, but I know how it works. I'll take coin to send her over to Thal proper.
All right, we're done in the churchyard. Hop. Okay, that one is down below me. All of these are down below me.
Fought off the sprites? Gods bless you for that, stranger. Lululo will have her tools. I fled here out of fear for my life, but I've come to regret that. Have you taken a look about? There are bodies littering the ground. Dead bodies! I've no desire to stay here any longer than I must. Once I see to it my bird's fit for travel, I'll be making for the Golden Bazaar. So Thanalan is plagued by 7 fewer mongrels, is it? Excellent. I lost my love to a pack of mongrels 3 years past. We were to be wed. They tore him apart. When we finally chased them off, my love was in 7 pieces. Since then, I've asked every adventurer I see pass through here to slay 7 of the beasts. My vengeance is unceasing. But if I can spare just one other bride to be the suffering I have known, then it will all have been worth it.
Where is this quest person? Oh, hello, Zozoru.
Please, lower your voice. What business brings you? My Otragus sirloins. I take it Tutusi has sent you. Thank you for your efforts, my friend. But I fear you are too late. The man for whom these steaks were meant succumbed to his wounds just moments ago.
God, if only I hadn't gone looking for that rock!
Pray, do not despair. He feasts with Thal now, and Thal has seen the good in you this day.
No, we don't even get a steak dinner out of it. I still turned over the steaks. They get a steak dinner.
Dead, is he? You did a good thing, friend. No use fretting over the order in which things pass. What matters is that they do pass, and nothing that passes goes unseen by the gods. There is a graveyard just near Drybone. A lot of folk bring their dead and dying this far. Many just dump them here to spare themselves the trouble and cost of a burial. This poor soul, at least, had family that rushed to his side. Count him lucky for that. 'Twas just his time to heed Thal's call. Best to let it go and move on. There's business what needs doing. Plots, graves, embalming, tombstones. Nothing in life is free, not even death. Back for more, are you? Good. Now riddle me this. In a camp such as ours, so close to a graveyard, what do you think sells faster than we can stock? Aye, flowers. To the east of here lie the remains of an enormous gubue, and so many plants sprout around it that you would think you'd found the Black Shroud in the middle of Thanalan. Some say the gubue came down from the mountains at the time of the calamity and carried with him the seeds that became all those plants. But then, all I'm really after is 3 sprigs of Althic lavender. Seems simple enough, right?
All thick. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unaware. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. And even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There's a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away on the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Ungust. I hate that name.
3 of you are going to pipe... me having said that, 3 of you are going to pipe up in chat and be like,
My real name is Ungust. How could you say that?
wait, this is just that guy. Oh, hello, Monocle. You've run out of Bort nameplates. Yeah. My son is also named Bort.
Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the 7 hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you do so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourself if you don't believe me.
Hello, hungry beggar.
Please, sir, just leave me be.
A devious derelict.
I have nothing to say but this.
I'll take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. What in the blue hell? Petrified Pauper. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah, I was briefly hopeful that I was done with Ungust. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place ain't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Pywo, I think every time I see you, you're riding a different mount.
Welcome back, Zayla. Have you learned aught of import? I see. Suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use.
Okay, that hat is a downgrade. That circlet is also a downgrade.
If we could know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than the Church of Saint Adama Lendama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred.
All right, Marquis. I know you're down here. Where's my money?
I am Marquis, yes? A body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there.
In you go. Well, job well done. Apparently, I do actually have to interact with them. Ah, much better.
I threw a rock at him. It's a big rock.
May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arkan can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true. I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquis, and soon.
All right. Back to Isambard. Hey, it's Ixalan. Oh, did I name him an MTG set? What's that horse's name? It's from Final Fantasy X. It's the Final Fantasy X electric horse. Ixion, that's right. Thank you.
Thank you, Zayla. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk?
You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Zayla? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name's Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of the missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from praying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes the confession, the good sister Auken herself?
Arkin! She wouldn't! She couldn't!
Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marquis, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face somewhere else before. All these downgrades, God.
Sister Arkin. It cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But, no, it could not be, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she's fond of. Pray, seek out the boy, Wuzela, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arkin's activities.
Hi, everybody! Alright, we gotta go pull a Lion King here real quick. Hop, hop, hop. No, I'm not pushing our nephew's father into a stampede. I'm just completing a quest called the Circle of Life. Anyway, I hope you're all enjoying your Ixion sword fight. Uh-oh. I don't want to fight all these longhorns. Why did I run through this fate? That was a terrible idea. Alright, time to yeet myself off a cliff. Yeet! All thick. All thick. All thick. Who's this guy? Josper! By the gods, the life that sprouted here. I've never seen anything like it, but how could this be? Perhaps it was... Oh! Hello there. You must forgive me. I was just admiring the plants taking root. About this gobue carcass, and, well, I suppose I forgot myself in the moment. But truly, have you ever seen such lovely flowers? I would wager that not even the wealthiest Uldons could claim to have laid eyes on their like before. Please, a favor, I beg of you. I dare not let these beauties out of my sight, but their soil is parched and the plants wilting. Would you fetch me some muddy spring water from the pond to the west? All thick. Is this the right audio?
Dear God, why is it so thick? There's so much of it. The thickness. Thick. The thick one. Thick. It goes on forever. Dear.
All thick. Uh-oh, the pond is below me. Why do I have to run to the middle of the pool to get the water? Is the water at the shore not good enough for the plants? Please, tell me you've got the water. It would be a travesty to lose this phenomenon. Perfect. This will quench the root's thirst nicely, but I fear that is not all I must ask of you. The petals and stems are covered with vilekin eggs. Should they hatch, the larva will devour every last leaf, petal, and stem. Please, you must remove any eggs that you find. Vilekin egg. All right. That'll keep them safe for a while. Well done yet again, my friend. I dare say we have stayed another disaster. But our job is not yet finished. Syrphid clouds still lurk among the undergrowth. If left unchecked, they will undoubtedly infest the plants with their eggs once more.
Here, this sting brew is sure to bring the beast out of hiding. Pour it over any thick bramble you see and slay whatever comes forth. Thick bramble. Thick bramble.
Dear God, why is it so thick? There's so much of it. The thickness. Thick. The thick one. Thick. It goes on forever. Dear God, why is it so...
I love that sound clip. I don't know, it's a sound clip. It's a sound clip from TikTok.
Dear God, why is it so thick?
I should put it on my soundboard.
What more can I say to express my gratitude? Through your efforts, this exceptional bit of greenery will enjoy many more vibrant days. As a botanist from Credania, I have had the opportunity to study plants the realm over, yet I cannot claim to have seen such verdure before. I am convinced that what we see before us has sprouted from this Gobue's death. There is a certain beauty to it all, no? A remarkable discovery. I cannot wait to finish up my research and take word back to Guildmaster Fufucha.
All right, back to Drybone. Oh, that sound clip was just a voiceover person on TikTok describing a cat. That's the origin of it. Cute. Naturally, yes, it has been applied to many other things. Doubtlessly a just catastrophic number of thirst traps.
Well, Uzela, have you found my pretty posies? Ah, gorgeous. Well done, well done. I know not what's in that rotting Gobue carcass, but it makes for the loveliest damn flowers I've ever laid eyes on. When it comes to offerings, they say the rarer the flower, the happier the dead. And all thick, lavender is nothing if not rare. I'll be saving these to turn a pretty profit when the next burial is held at the Lich Yard.
I like that they don't even want it for their own purposes. It's for sale.
It's you again. What impeccable timing. Oh, you needn't worry. I'm not going to ask you to put down any more mongrels on my dead fiancé's behalf. My fiancé is survived by a brother, though. He puts up at the Golden Bazaar, and he's asked that I bring him a load of tuco meat. I'd see to it myself, but as well you know, I must stay here to send adventurers on mongrel hunts until every last one of the bloody beasts in Eorzea is dead. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, would you care to fell some tucos and obtain 5 chunks of their meat? Once you have enough, please deliver them to my late fiancé's brother, Benninger, at the Golden Bazaar.
Okay, now where the hell am I going? Oh, heck yeah! Both of my quests are taking me to the Golden Bazaar. Beautiful. Flawless, in fact. You know, I should probably murder some Tuco-Tucos along the way. Eat fist, Tuco-Tuco! All right, there's all my Tuco-Tucos out of the way.
That was easy.
It's Fizzy. Yes, we are still in A Realm Reborn. I am very definitely taking my time. How am I liking it? I mean, it's a fun game. I'm enjoying taking my time. I think if I were muscling through this, just hammering out quests and not paying attention to anything, I'd be having less fun. But engrossing myself in the world has been quite enjoyable. Hup, hup. I am hilariously over-leveled for the MSQ at the moment. Also, my face itches. There we go. Where is that damn Tuco-Tuco meat I asked Caitlin to bring? It won't be long before my patrons arrive. Caitlin has sent you? Excellent! This is more than enough Tuco-Tuco meat. Some miners have come to stay at the bazaar while they prospect the area for mithril deposits. They value quantity over quality, so I'll be serving them a feast of this piss-poor meat! Ha ha! By the by, please don't tell me Caitlin is still standing at that same spot in Tribone sending adventurers out to slay mongrels. I told her no number of mongrel pelts or heads will bring my brother back to us. I've moved on with my life. It's past time she did the same. All right, do I have anything that's an upgrade? No. No. Gold. Gold is an upgrade. How in the hells can you be wandering about with aught to do? There's opportunity here at the Golden Bazaar as there hasn't been in years. I speak of the massive mithril deposit, of course. The miners I fed before are only the beginning. More and more of them will flock here in the coming week, mark my words. Until now, we've been nothing more than a small settlement, but now the sky's the limit. An inn for the mithril miners to come to would be worth a fortune, mark my words. And I mean, for that fortune to be mine. The problem I've had is that I need bodies to help me build the inn, but I can't seem to find any who are willing. I've drawn up these hiring notices, hoping that they might help. Would you mind helping me get started by posting 5 of them up in prime locations? I know where you can find lots of bodies. You need bodies? I can provide, let me tell you. Listen, it's not grave robbing, it's necromancy. Those are entirely different things. Why does Dracula always bite people's throats? Because he's a necromancer. I just told that joke. I didn't even mean for that one to be the joke redeem. But it is now. Whee! Hello, manager. You posted all 5? You're a 12 cent. But I truly don't want to let this chance pass by. Here, take 5 more hiring notices and see them straight to the hands of whatever folk you see loitering about. Rude! A secret second step. Oh, I'm bored out of my gourd. Is there no work to be had in this godforsaken place? Manager's looking for able bodies, is he? I've done some woodworking in my day. Might be as he'll have some use for me. No, I don't have a moment to talk about the... Wait, what's this then? Hiring hands to build a new inn. Well, that's bloody welcome news. I came here after hearing there might be mithril in these parts, but the inn's all full, and I've been living out of a tent. Suppose I could lend a hand building inns till I start digging mines.
What is it? Can't you see I'm busy?
No, I can clearly not see that you're busy.
Manager needs work done, does he? Seen more miners in the bazaar of late. I reckon that that's got something to do with it. Rumor has it there's mithril in the ground round here. Wonder if there's any truth to it.
A loose-tongued madam. My.
What's this now? Ugh, letters. Never learned them. Can't you just read it to me? Manager's building a new inn. No doubt to accommodate all the new people coming to the bazaar in recent days. Taking advantage of the new foot traffic is a right fine idea. Oh, I have no intention of helping Manager, of course. But perhaps there's even greater profit to be had in stocking up the food stores.
She's out here sinking ships. That's quite right.
You have work? Carpenters? Thank the gods! I was afraid there'd be naught but mining jobs here. It's my vocation to be sure, but a man needs some variety now and then. I'll go have myself a word with this Benninger fellow.
Well done, Uwuzela. Thanks to you, I've a feeling I'll have the hands I need to see my inn built. I was in a dark place after my brother died, but now I'm going to breathe life back into this bazaar. Why does Benninger keep having quests? There's work to be done, Uwuzela. You haven't let me down so far. Don't start now. A miner recently came from Amangina and Sons. Wants a sample of stone from the eastern ruins. I have a mind to give him 5 slabs of cloud marble from the invisible city, and I need you to get them. Showing these to him would nigh guarantee a continued influx of miners to the bazaar. Oh, there.
Uncombed urchin! Please help! Sister Arkin went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I'd lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her.
Haha! Sister Arkin is in the right direction. Don't worry, Arkin, I'll come back for you. You're fine. I have visually confirmed that you're still alive. Haha, they don't aggro me because I'm too high level. Everything's coming up Millhouse. All it took was being 11 levels above the quest requirement. Okay, we need only find one more marble.
Help, I've lost me marbles.
Millhouse, is that a joke you're too Gen Z to understand? It was just a Simpsons reference. So, potentially. Just don't let Laron know that you didn't understand the Simpsons reference. I think it'll crush him.
You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child?
Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him.
Oh, this is a fate. All right. I was about to say, I can't help but think that maybe that's not the case. But she does appear to have gone to the right place. All right, Benager, do you have anything else for me? Also, his name being Benager keeps making me think of Gundam Unicorn. Have you gotten all the Cloud Marble samples I need, Uuzela? So, this is the Cloud Marble I've heard so much about. Gods, look at the glimmer in this stone. I must admit, I'd never seen it for myself. I had only heard tell of it. I see now why the mithril rumors have risen. Now, you listen to me, you bloody rock. The Golden Bazaar is counting on you. If this talk of mithril turns out to be a farce, I swear by the 12 I'll dig up every last pebble of you myself, grind you to powder, and sell you to the Chocobo stables to sop up piss and runny shite. Yes, well, sorry about that. It's just that ever since the war saw the road to Alamigo cut off, the bazaar has fallen on tough times. It is a waypoint choked off from its way, and is now a little more than a point. But I will not let it be so. I'm going to make the Golden Bazaar golden once more. From there, I'll become one of the richest men in Thanalan. Then I'll finally be able to give Caitlin the life those mongrels stole from her. She's held on to the memory of my brother for so long, she's become blind to the people who care for her. People like, well, I don't suppose you could keep that last bit from Caitlin, could you? Dude's making a move on his dead brother's fiancée. And yes, Orbo has it right. My typical stream time is from 6:30 to 10 o'clock. But 6:30 is quite consistent. 10 o'clock, it usually is give or take. I do try to hit 6:30 exactly on the regular. Sister Orkin was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Hey! I leveled up. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Arkin. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Amalja encampment to the southeast. Let's roll. Whoops. That was not the most direct route to my destination. Got to admit. Mr. Horrible, no. I'm given to understand that we are not at the point where I can get my chocobo yet. Although I am given to understand that I am past the level. How did I miss the encampment a second time? There's Thancred.
Ah, there you are, Zayla. Good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about our good sister Aurken. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Aurken near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amaljar caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Zayla. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside?
All right, being 10 levels above these guys, can I also just walk in? All right, we have a clue. What do you got beef with? You can't step to me. Yes, I did just point and laugh at him.
Well, did anything tickle your fancy? This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe that one among the Order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let's see what Sister Aurken makes of it.
Bye, Thancred. If Thancred doesn't shower for a few days, does he become Rancred? Or Stancred, yeah. Oh. Where the hell? Aurken! Ah, there we go.
My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people?
The plot thickens, Uwuzela. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. We're taking the Hobbit to Isambard, to Isambard, to Isambard. Whee! Posing as a priest. To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Uwuzela. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. I'm afraid I haven't seen any unusual activity, nor of any at this camp, given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Uwuzela and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we speak. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve well. You have my thanks. Listen, Uwuzela. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Okay, I need to equip. Was it a pair of weathered shepherd slops? And then presumably the slops are pants? Ermagerd! It's Ermagerd! Ermagerd Burks! Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows at the pond north of Sandgate. Swayenhilt.
I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azuma is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days.
You want me to say weathered shepherd slops 5 times fast? Weathered shepherd slops, weathered shepherd slops, weathered shepherd slops, weathered shepherd slops, weathered shepherd slops. Listen, I won't be held responsible for a glitch in the video. I did it.
What is it?
God, it's not a game. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? But this is Drybone.
Huh?
And you are? Oh, I didn't read that by mistake. That's what I get for inadvertently clicking through. Adelstan!
Oh, and I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story.
Adelstan.
Herp, 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 herp. You have quite the knack for being a nuisance, Uzela. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pool north of the Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise.
Everybody into the pool. If I can figure out how to leave. Haha, there's Thancred.
A fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Uzela. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear.
Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am the priest of the Order of Nalthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury.
A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please, don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Well, very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amaljaw raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amaljaw in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amaljaw. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence, you could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amaljaw pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ah, not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. Why would you doubt him? He's literally just admitted to a whole bunch of crimes. Ooh, Zayla, be a good man and take the word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Equip. Save. And we are going to Waking Sands, which was Western Thanalan? Question mark? Hup. Glamour Dispeller. Dies. Imp Wings. Horns. The Vesper Bay ticket. Oh!
They give you enough of them to last the story? All right, I see. What do you mean turn around? I don't need to turn around. I'm right there. Fish crossing. No, I didn't port. Me use an item when I can brute force my way through a thing? Never. Perish the thought.
Welcome back, Uruzela. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see you have done well to uncover the truth. Many thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amaljar know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. But we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem. We must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear.
The bonfire. There we go. This way.
Hop, hop.
Oh, I've made a wrong turn already.
Hop.
I sure don't see a pillar of smoke. Now, who or what are you? Materia creation?
What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul?
They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Though through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus we form a spirit bond with them. This spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia. A special kind of crystal can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it would be my pleasure to teach you. You are ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see, and this is achieved by melding it to gear. I know, though, that it takes the deft hands of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf, but if you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Vahobus. Melding is her field of expertise. If you wish to remove materia from an item, highlight its icon and select Retrieve Materia. There's a chance that the materia will be salvaged. Alright, you can now extract materia from items. Materia extracted from one piece of gear can be affixed to another, improving its attributes. Cool beans.
Who is Uplander? Come to tentering of Mudamix bubbly pots.
Fighty tool drinks in air self.
When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine, name of materia. If materia join with other Fighty Tool,
And big eyes! Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes! Tongue flaps reach ears of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Mutamix. Yes? Sure. Fighty Tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make God teaches show of power of materia.
The Materia Master.
Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Psh, sure. Materia, join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia.
Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them.
not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from Summit as would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding.
Uplander Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill braincase with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants braincase to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix.
Okay. Hello, Fahobas. Fahobas. Brock Lobster, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. What a great name. Love it. All right, where to? This is my first playthrough, 14, yes. Nedrick Ironheart. What the hell is Nedrick Ironheart all about? Useful information he wishes to share. Hail there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance, and you, my friend, look to me like an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in a corner of eastern Thanalan lies Halatali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now, Halatali is a shadow of his former self. But in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with one of the Fafajoni near the entryway. Okay. If you say so.
Welcome back, Uruzela. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful.
Quest, life, materia, and everything. All right.
Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Uruzela, so make it your ally. Now, it is time we discussed the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false prophet, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with Yamalja to discuss their dealings. The immortal flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amaljar responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. The Amaljar are anticipated to offer fierce resistance. The immortal flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Vuvuzela. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Onward to Camp Drybone. Thancred? Oh, hi, Flame Sergeant.
You're Vuvuzela of the Scions? Many thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amaljar and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more about the Amaljar plot if the mission succeeds, Vuvuzela. Let's make sure it does.
All right, going down. Going up. There we go. Now I've got my orientation. Top, 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 top. That's not the... I am become lost. Ignorer of roads. Do I want to ride? No, I'm good. We're almost there. I should take the stairs. Leave me alone, imp. If you know what's good for you. All right, now we hang tight. Oh yeah, he'll never find us here. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move. If we make our move as soon as the Amaljar appear. Yes, sir.
Ah!
What is the meaning of this?
Wait, something is amiss.
I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the mortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it?
Why does this guy look like the Joker?
Oh, you want to know how I got these scars? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside.
Aye, your every moment was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours.
Alright, don't mind me. I'm just gonna stand here and let myself beat on these dudes. Maybe I'm supposed to be dealing with the support guys that are lower level. Yeah, that seems to be accurate. There. Eat it, nerd. It's almost like the game has instructed me on important things like mob prioritization. Frenchman, I am a punchman. I am a Lalafell punchman. I'm sorry, Halberder. Who the hell do you think you are? Why did this guy come with me? Can you leave me be? Instead of pounding on me while I ignore you?
Put up your weapon or your comrade's a dead man.
Behind you!
You know, the echo really affects me at the worst possible times.
Bring him.
The rest of you march.
Traitorous scum!
Oh, it was a sleep spell. Okay. That wasn't apparent. Oh, hey, we found the kidnappees.
I fear the Emelja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers.
Now available. Wait, why didn't they tie me up? That seems like... Oh, Pywo. You're here and ready to go. Okay. Just gonna hang out and wait for you to tell me what to do. The party has been disbanded. There we go. God, my nose is tickling like crazy this evening. I am ready to party. Here, let's watch my puppy get bored and roll around. Commence! Black old sun, won't you come? Wash away.
Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from misery. Lord of the Inferno, we pray to you this day. Lord of the Inferno, take these sacrifices away. Almighty Ifreet, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence.
Oh, what a nerd.
Almighty Ifreet, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. But bloody hells! Bring those too as well. Ah! Ugh, what's going on? This isn't what we agreed. None but servants of the Lord Ifreet may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No! Spare me, I beg you! Pitiful children of man, by my breath, I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Oh, mighty Ifreet! My one true god! Your words are my bread! Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. If the truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear, thou art of the godless blessed's number. The Baragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered.
Oh, hello, Raiders! Hi, Jordan! How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We're fighting a summon. But welcome, everybody. Ifreet? More like defeat, am I right? Oh, Blockbuster, thank you. Or Brock Lobster, rather. Thank you for the sub. Once again, the easiest way to mitigate damage is to kill the thing before it can damage you. This is peak min-max damage mitigation. Hey, damage is a mechanic. Hey, getting hard carried still counts. Fancy Frenchman, thank you for the bits. I don't get this joke, though. I assume I would get the joke if I knew anything about One Direction. Anyhow, the joke is, did you hear about the guy going around beating up One Direction members? His last crime was really messy, though, and sealed his fate. I guess you could say it was the Nile in his coffin. Niall Horan is the member of the band. Okay. That makes sense. Pray, forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Uzela. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone.
You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifreet. Ifreet. Who's this guy? What does he sound like? Oh, this is Nero. Okay. Did we ever hear what he sounded like? Does he have a voice? Right, he was wearing a judge's helmet at the time. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Aldan interference into account. You should know better. Oh, you should know better than to rely on 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plan? Yeah, that's right, my strength. My strength. Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. How does she see out of that thing? With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior.
Ha! Hooray! Whee! What, no treasure chest? All right. Was that the end point that you suggested for me, or do I need to talk to Thancred again? Because my inclination is to call it there. But I'll wait for you to say. This is a good stopping point? All right. Then we're gonna stop there. So, let me switch scenes. There we go. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, here on twitch.tv/Wiggins, playing more Final Fantasy XIV. That same mat time is 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that is when you should tune in. And, yeah. In the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Wiggins_TV. And if you're a subscriber, you can join the Discord by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's backend, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So don't forget to join the Discord. That's it. That's all I've got for the evening. So let's pick someone to raid, provided there is anybody to pick. Let's see who's online. Oh, we got Dan Jones. Let's raid Dan Jones. Dan Jones is playing Elden Ring. So everybody hop aboard this raid train. I will see you back here tomorrow. Until then, so long, have a great night, and goodbye.